Hello, my name is Seay, and today I'm going to share with you a great martyr for women. Jeannette Rankin, who was the first woman to be elected in the United States House of Representatives, and she was the first female of Congress. To this day, she's the only female that's ever been elected for Montana. She helped enable women in Montana and gave them the right to vote. I admire her most for her courageous stand that she stood against war. She was an all-time peace advocate and consistently voted against war. And I hope that you enjoy learning more about this historic hero. I know that I enjoyed doing the research, and I definitely consider her one of my heroes and someone that has inspired me. And I hope that I can implement her courage and her beliefs in your own lives. Born in Montana, Rankin attended the University of Montana. She graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree, and she later moved to New York and finally settled in Seattle, Washington, where she enrolled back in school and became active in the suffrage cause. Now, the suffrage clause was instrumental in the efforts to give women the right to vote, along with many other things that they helped women advance to this day even. As there was talk of war, Rankin, with her supporters behind her, began her successful congressional campaign. She said when she had won, "I know the women who stood behind me, and I am deeply conscious of the responsibility. I will not only represent the women of Montana, but I will also represent the women of this country, and I have plenty of work cut out for me." Rankin definitely knew that she had a great responsibility, and she did not take it lightly. Miss Rankin took her seat in office on April 2nd, 1916. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Jeannette Rankin was an all-time peace advocate. And even though she was alone many of times in her beliefs, Rankin still stood firm against the war. Unfortunately, she served 2 terms. In both terms, there was war fought during those terms. Now, that did not mean that she didn't run for office in between those 2 terms, because she did. They were unsuccessful. But the 2 terms that she ran, unfortunately, it was World War I and World War II. Only a few days after beginning office, they voted to proceed with World War I. The final House vote was 373 to 50. So you can see they were greatly outnumbered. Everyone just wanted war. She definitely believed, and still to the day she died, she believed that there was definitely an alternative to war, and we should find those alternatives. Later, she was quoted saying, "I'd go through much worse treatment if I knew a certain thing was right, and you can't change it." She told her colleagues, "I want to stand behind my country, but I cannot vote for war." After several failed attempts, in 1940, like I said, she had failed attempts, but then she had a successful race for the House of Representatives. She claimed, "The women elected me because they remembered that I had stood against World War I. She was the only member of Congress to vote against World War II. I told you, even though she was alone, she still stood firm. Until her health started failing her, Jeannette Rankin continued to march and make speeches for the causes in which she believed in. I think that she could definitely inspire those of us to stand for what we believe in this day and time, especially with the war going on now. Rankin, who was never married, died at the age of 92. She left her hard-earned earnings to create the Jeannette Rankin Foundation, which awarded scholarships annually to lower-income women, 35 years of age and older, who seek financial and undergraduate or vocational programs. I was inspired by Miss Rankin's effort in empowering women of all ages to fulfill their dreams and instill peace in the world around us. I hope that I've given you some information and I've inspired you to maybe research her more, or even just instill some of her beliefs in our own lives, and to try to help find alternatives to war and how to help empower women to stand up, maybe to continue their education, or just to be the best that they can be. Thank you for allowing me to share Miss Rankin's accomplishments. To me, she has proven in her effort that our voice can be heard. Thank you.